Hi, my name is Dustin. I recently moved to Louisville, Kentucky from Fargo, North Dakota, and within a short time I was already at my first Kentucky Derby. Now, like a lot of people, I just bought cheap seats in the infield, which isn't even really a seat, and I drank a whole bunch of juleps and had a great time watching all the big hats and the pageantry and the fun that is the Kentucky Derby. Now, I wouldn't really say I fell in love with horse racing at that point, but I definitely wanted to learn more. A couple weeks later, I went to a race at Churchill Downs, outside of the bright camera lights and all the pageantry that goes with the Kentucky Derby. And I really just spent time watching the horses, watching how they move in the paddock, watching how the jockeys and the owners and the trainers all interact. And at that point, I really fell in love with the sport of horse racing. And right away, I thought, how can I get more involved in this? Well, I work 9 to 5. I'm an everyday average guy. It's not like I can go out and just buy a $500,000 racehorse. Uh, but as luck would have it, I was talking to a friend who informed me that, well, you may not be able to afford a $500,000 racehorse, but maybe you could own a percentage or two in a racehorse. So it turns out there's these racing syndicates where everyday people like you and I can go out, we can buy a share in a horse, and enjoy the entire ownership experience from being in the paddock before races, checking out the barns, and if our horse is really good and we get a little bit of luck on our side, maybe having our pictures taken in the winning circle. So I looked into it a little bit more, and what I found, I got really discouraged because I found a lot of these racing syndicates are own 5% of a horse for $25,000 or 3% for $15,000. Well, I don't know about a lot of you, but I don't exactly have $15,000 to go throw it on a racehorse. But what I learned from doing a little bit more research is there's other syndicates where you can get in with a lot less money. So my interest was just immediately piqued, and I wanted to learn more about this. So I've been doing some research, and I started poorhorseman.com so you can learn from some of my research and decide, hey, maybe I want to get into horse racing myself. Maybe I want to get into thoroughbred ownership. So what poorhorseman.com is it's a site where I'll be sharing my experiences and as I venture into the world of thoroughbred ownership. Now, a couple disclaimers. First off, I'm not yet a horseman. I don't own a horse, so definitely poor. The other thing, you'll see the video quality here. I don't have a fancy background. I'm not in a studio. I'm in a small apartment. So I am definitely the poor horseman. Well, not the poor, not yet a horseman. But what you'll get from me is just honesty. You'll learn a lot about my experience, and I imagine there will be some mistakes and some humor along the way. So I hope you continue to follow along. Check out my Twitter handle. I'll put that on the screen as well as the website, poorhorseman.com. I'm really excited to have you watching, and I hope that you learn something along the way. We have a few laughs, and maybe I'll see you in the winner's circle.